Heidi, hey, oh, Heidi, hey. I was gonna say my whole little Heidi, Heidi, ho, everybody, but I guess I lost that in the moment. Um, hello, hello. Today was gonna be a little bit different. Um, hey, Heather. Um, I wanted to go over a couple things. As you guys know, I've been having this reoccurring dream because I said it the other day, and I figured, you know what, I had a quick conversation with my therapist. But because I'm sharing everything with you, I wanted to get maybe an outsider's perspective. So, with this particular nightmare, in case you weren't here yesterday, and I will try to grab some of this stuff on the side. Marilyn, hey, retired red, pup groomer, mischief, thank you so very much. Awaken, thank you. Um, but I'm having this reoccurring nightmare ever since we were going over my childhood, and I suddenly remembered a dream, or like I'm hoping it was a dream, but it was an argument between my mom and dad about scars. That's all I remember. And of course, me being a child that desperately wanted their dad is stuck in this moment where either I'm misunderstanding this dream, B, it's just a dream, or C, my dad knew that I was being abused and did nothing. So there's another option after I talked to my therapist, but I wanted to get your guys' opinions because, that's what we do when we reach out to people, I guess. Okay, let's see if I missed anybody. Don't think I've missed anybody. So basically, I've come to the realization that it's a dream. It's most likely a dream. But it's also a fear of mine that maybe my dad did know. And so it could be me projecting because that's kind of how things are right now. But I'm just projecting it in a nightmare. So hopefully, that explains part of the like the reoccurring nightmare that I keep having. But it also made me realize that because I'm doing this, because I'm putting my face forward, because I'm saying, "Hey, Dad, this is what they did. This is what happened." I'm getting caught up in a moment where someone said it best in an email where it was almost, I'm trying to figure out a way to explain it, but that they were proud of me on the idea that I am still trying to rescue my dad. But at the same time, they're nervous for me because he's had 20 years to reach out. Um, and I've realized that the more people talk about it, the more the more things I need you guys to understand. Um, okay, hold on. I want to answer that, Sophia. Come on. How much did your mom tell you about him to save her face? That's just it. Being completely honest, when I heard about, what happens in the Never Ends, when they get divorced, it could be either amicable or it could be really nasty. My mom never spoke garbage about my dad. Now, she let her mom, she let my nana, she let, all of the outside people talk about him poorly, but she never did. Um, and to be completely honest, with the amount of fibs that's been told to me about just my life, the school, I don't know if I trust that it wasn't like a plan. Um, so that I would dislike him. So maybe I would stay away from him. But then, at the same time, is someone really that evil? Um, so it's more like getting opinions. Rhonda, thank you so very much for showing up. I see it, Karen Hill and Amy Jones. Whoa, now it went fast. But because I get stuck in all three of those directions, it drives me to keep moving forward when you guys send the nice emails. So I will tell you there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, and today I just realized that I'm a little on the in between. So if anybody has any questions, like hopefully that all made sense. I'm seeing a lot of other conversations, and I'm going to try not to grab the conversation ones. All right. Let me see. I think I'm getting all. Aurora, when you have a good heart, it's hard to believe other people can be so evil. I guess it's almost like you think shit like that only happens in the movies, if that makes sense. Like, you watch a movie about a cult and you don't even put the pieces together because maybe it's a much more strict one than you grew up in. And then it basically feels like a bloody movie. And I keep trying to, pinch myself. But then I don't know, I guess I get to talk to you guys. I get to have hope. And for me, I honestly thought the only good thing that was going to happen to me was meeting Carrie. And now it's not just meeting Carrie. It's literally, I found out my dad's alive and I'm confronting the screw it. I'm confronting the fucked up shit that I went through. And so it feels like I'm becoming that better person that I wanted to be. The person before the mental health crisis. But because of coming forward, because of talking to you every day, because of driving, back and forth or flying or trying anything I can to get people out, including my father, it's made me the person I wanted to represent, if that makes sense. I'm becoming the person that I always wanted to rescue me. It sounds bloody confusing, but when you're a kid and you just want someone to care, it turns out that I'm being what I always wanted. And that's being there for everyone inside, everyone that's going to potentially go. Like, hopefully we stop them. But I'm being what I needed. Hold on. All right, let me grab some of these starred because I was hoping to keep it relatively short because I know that Denver's got one. But I did want to touch base with everybody. Obviously, there's no diagnostic duo today, but we will definitely figure out a way to do that. Okay. Retired Red, stress can play tricks on you. Maybe it's just a dream that is connected to the trauma itself. And there is a good chance of that. But because I don't know the answer, it's kind of like you know, I reached out to Mark and Claire, so that maybe one of them can do a live with me and help explain my dad, explain the man that they knew him as, because the more information, the less I'm likely to feel like there's a good chance he intentionally left me in a very bad situation. Okay. Amy Jones, wherever you are, is where you're meant to be today. It doesn't mean that you need to stay there. You are powerful. And I'm trying. I am not easing up on my therapist, and my psychiatrist thinks I should write a novel. So we'll go from there. Karen Hill, what causes you to have bad dreams? I wish I know the medical idea behind it. I'm on medication, so I'm not supposed to dream, because for some reason I have really, well, let's think of how I grew up, but I have very bad nightmares. So I'm on a medication that is supposed to prevent me from dreaming. But unfortunately, right now I'm remembering a lot more of my childhood, and I think there was a reason I didn't remember very much of it. So, you know, more pieces are filling the blank spaces that I have. Okay, mischief, Liz. That's the problem. When someone lies to you, you'll forever have doubts that they're lying again. Yeah. You can't be sure anything they say, and that's your mom. Yeah, and that's hard, because I don't know if she was doing it to protect me, or I don't know. I don't really know the truth. And maybe I never will, but I'm going to do everything I can to find out from his point of view. Okay. Your subconscious is, oh, sorry. I keep forgetting to read everybody's name. I am truly sorry. I am not that big of a dick, everybody. Heather Loving 1D, your subconscious is probably trying to deal with new information getting through the dreams. Yeah, it is possible, but then that makes me think that it's all true. So we'll just have our 10 different avenues that it could be. Okay, awaken. Liz, this is so much trauma, and nightmares are inevitable, which is awful. I know I'm struggling that way too. And the thing about nightmares is, they are in your head, but we didn't live the best life. And, no matter how much you cover up what happened to Lara, what happened to me, what happened to Vanessa, what happened to Aaron, what happened to all of us, Mark, Claire, Amy, look at, realistically, you can cover it with roses, but unfortunately it's still going to smell like poo at the end. It's no matter how you decorate trauma. Okay. Karen Hill, I would figure that out, stay away from being triggered. And that's my overall goal, is I need to figure out what's triggering it. So right now I take medication, so that way I can not trigger it intentionally. My PTSD nightmares. Oh, retired red. My PTSD nightmares are people very real, but the details are not correct. It's confusing. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is supposed to be where it helps me get information and remember certain things, maybe a smile, maybe how he smelled besides cigarettes, because I just want to smell him again. Okay, Xenu's homegirl. I wonder if our birth givers saw abuse, but they didn't even recognize it because it was so normal to them. The more I think about it, the more yeah. At 44, I continue to recognize different experiences from my past. For me, abuse it was, or sorry, past for the abuse it was. See, and I know that they treated people poorly because I remember like people on the RPF. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Like when Carrie kicked me in her sleep the other night. I have no idea that. So, Carrie's having nightmares and she happened to give me a wallop. I didn't feel it. Just, nightmares are nightmares. Okay. Question, Liz. Liz, are you on with Nora? No, I am not on with Nora. Right now she is taking care of something. We'll probably have to move again to Wednesday or see what we'll move to with schedules, because sometimes my schedule works and sometimes her schedule doesn't work with it. So we'll definitely let you know. How about I promise that? Okay, Amy Jones, Liz, you may up being exactly what someone else needs and that you find it yourself. Okay. I'm trying. Wow. Okay, Heather Loving, 1D, the way you I love the way you put that. I'm so happy for you. Thank you. Okay, Retired Red, my PTSD nightmares don't have correct details, but real people. It's confusing. Didn't I just read that? I could have sworn I just read that. Let's see. All right, dad first, then maybe a novel. No. I have thought about starting to do that, and the idea of it is something I'm not fully brave enough to go through again. I'm a detailed person, so everything I would visualize again, and there's some things that I'm not ready to put pen to paper on. All right, Aurora. Dreams are wild sometimes. I still have nightmares sometimes about my abusive ex from high school that I got away from 24 years ago. Well, congratulations on getting away. Well, obviously. Oh, darn it. You know what I mean. The kind of trauma doesn't go away easily. No, it does not. Okay, Mischief. What do? You keep Carrie close and think about what you want to do together. Okay. I mean, yes, she is my immediate family. I talk to her about everything. She got some my heart. Okay. Other loving D. No, I mean the dreams are true. Brain processes things from real life through the dreams. Doesn't mean they're true. Oh, okay. Okay, now I get it. Okay. Sorry, I'm really bad with. Yeah, you guys know. Really bad with it. Xenu's homegirl. Uh, and sending out love to our past selves who needed to be loved. You matter. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because whether it was us collecting things because things we didn't have when we were kids, or maybe it was us needing to show love and affection to someone, I'm okay with being the person that I wanted to come save me. I'm okay with that. Okay. Okay. Bison 5360. My heart, my heart just hurts with all you've been through. I'm glad you're out working through it. Yeah. It definitely is something that I work on a daily basis. Okay. You're right with putting off the effort to find out if it's true. Question here. If yes, wait a minute. Are you trying to put off all the efforts to find out if it's true? Is the question here. I pretty much, because there's a part of me that doesn't really know him, and so there is a part of me that's like, is this real? And the him that I knew of, not in a billion years. But I knew the him from, 20 something years ago. Well, technically, we're going to go with, you know, 25 years ago now. And then we meet up again. And I don't have a lot of details about my dad. We didn't have that leave it to beaver type of connection, but I thought he ruled the world. Okay, mischief. Liz, I'm so happy she has your heart. I feel your love through the screen. I'm actually crying. Silly moo. Um, yes, she really does. You know, um, I used to so the Godfather that we just don't talk about that much. Um, he used to have this amazing connection with his wife. Every day he'd come home from work, and I mean every single day. He owned his own business, and he would come home specifically at like 5 o'clock for dinner time. And while he's there, he would give his wife a kiss and he'd say, I love you more today than I loved you yesterday. And when I was a kid, I remember being so grossed out. But then as I got older, I was like, oh, that's what I want, you know. And then I just happened to have a few failures along the way, including them. So it's what it is. Leaving Scientology by Louis Repetto. How are you, buddy? Though costumes were so funny last night with Laura. Absolutely. I loved that it was all dress up time. It was very relaxing and very soothing to just be relaxed in her and I. Okay. I hope all your dreams come true. The peace lady. I would love them all to come true, but at least just the good ones. I keep looking for that winning lotto number so I can be like, babe, okay, here you go. We're gonna buy property and then you can rescue as many dogs as you want. Except we'd have a farm. Yeah, I see a farm. But instead we work. Okay. Sophia. You just re-experience your mom's neglect, and that can shoot into the suppressed trauma brain. Yeah, yeah. It. We'll just say yes. Okay, Heather Loving. For me, it was needing to make everyone else happy while losing myself. Absolutely. That is the one thing is I never want to lose myself in all of this. Um, and if I have to do a check-in saying how's that, and where she tells me you didn't act like you acted like you were your goofy self, you know, And you're getting information out there just by being you. So yeah. All right. So we went a little bit longer with a few things, but thank you so very much for showing up. Don't forget to head on over to Mr. Denver Steve, so that way you guys can catch up on what he has to say. Thank you so very much for being here. Don't forget to tip your waiter or waitress, and please be kind to everybody in the comments. Remember, we are all human. We all bleed the same color. Good night.